Are women attracted to bikers? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So are women attracted to bikers? Are you a handsome biker? And do you attract the ladies? Well, the simple answer to this is, well, they might be. Some women might be attracted to bikers and other women might be totally put off by bikers. And there's some might be attracted to rough, tough, bearded fellows, and others might be, no, I want a clean-shaven guys. Some women may like more rotund bikers, let's say, the elder statesman. And whereas other women say, no, I want a slim Jim. I don't want anything like that. It comes down to individuals, of course it is, and it comes down to what you like, what your personal preferences are. So, of course, we're not going to say all women are attracted to bikers, and we're not going to say that all bikers are attractive. They're not handsome. In fact, personality-wise, they might not be, but I'm just talking about physical attractiveness. Now, of course, if you like that style, if you like that kind of lifestyle, that kind of fashion sense, and the whole thing around being around motorcycles and bikers and motorcycle events, then yeah, maybe you will. Maybe you will find that that's the kind of person you're looking for. So if you're going to go to a motorcycle event, you want to kind of meet somebody who's of like mind, right? You want to meet somebody who likes the things that you like. So if you're into your bikes, and you're a lady, of course, you're into the bikes, but you don't know anybody else who rides motorbikes, then you think, well, it would be really good if I met somebody else who's also into bikes as well. We could share our passions, right? We could share, our common interests. Yeah, you might start going to motorcycle events, rallies, whatever, race meets, whatever it is, that you're going to meet other people. It might be a case that that's the kind of thing that you do. But I'll say, there's no guarantee that a lady is going to go to some place, motorcycle event, and they're going to meet the man of their dreams just because they're at a motorcycle event. It really depends. It comes down to individuals. It comes down to physical attractiveness. It comes down to the way people act and the way people are. The lady who goes to the motorcycle event seeking a man, and then all of a sudden she gets there, she sees what's on offer, and she thinks, oh, no thanks. I'll go back to the supermarket and try my luck there. It really depends, right? It really depends on individuals. But there's no doubt there are some individuals, some women, who will find bikers, in terms of the general biker, very attractive. They'll find something about the biker lifestyle, being on a motorbike, being around motorcyclists, other bikers, something very exciting. In fact, if they can get on a motorbike as well and either be a pillion or be a rider themselves, then that's going to bring them in even more. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, you're going to get loads of women coming into the motorcycle world. Now, I think if you look at Hollywood, for example, Hollywood does have a way of portraying things in a kind of tilted angle, if you know what I mean. That there's wall-to-wall women, and they're just coming out in skimpy lingerie everywhere, and it's all great. That can happen, of course, but a lot of that happens these days, I should say, it's paid for, right? It's marketing. That kind of thing. And many people who go to these events, it's almost like they're dress up, right? So it's a playing a part. And put in the comments below if you know what I mean and if you agree and if you can see exactly what I'm talking about here, right? But if you just go to smaller events that's not in the public eye, let's say, and it's not being marketed so much and it isn't going for that biker lifestyle, then I'll tell you what, it's not that, you don't get that so much, or you won't get that so much. You might get a little bit, but you won't get that so much. You just get normal people, dressed as bikers, whatever it is. They look the part, but you get men and women, whatever it is. Now, there's something else to be said here. It's what kind of events are going to attract women to go there by themselves or a group of women. Well, it really depends, doesn't it? I mean, a lot of women may feel intimidated to go to these places by themselves. but they still may want to go there because they find the whole thing being, it's an attractive proposition. But I would say it's going to be to a lesser degree, a lesser number than that would attract men to these kind of events. Now, that could be way off here, but I would say it's much more of a male-dominated lifestyle rather than a women-dominated. But it's definitely evening up a little bit, I would say, over the years. But are women attracted to bikers and the biker lifestyle? Some will. There's no doubt some will, but not everyone. Now, there's definitely a case here that you may attract a lady initially and she thinks, oh, wow, this is amazing. But then the reality of life kicks in for lots of people. And let's just say if you have a great relationship and you have a family together and everything, then, well, if you want to go out on your bike, then who's looking after the kids? Who's looking after what's at home? Or if she rides and then, well, you can't go off together because, well, who's looking after what's going on at home? And this kind of lends itself to the criticism that some bikers get if they go to motorcycle events and they don't ride their bikes there. They go in cars or they go in campers or whatever it is. Because what a lot of people fail to realize, it's the family dynamic that might not always lend itself to being able to go on a motorcycle or go together as a motorcycle. So that starts to pull people apart in terms of similar interests in going to the same events as they get older. Not always, of course, not always, but sometimes it does. Sometimes they rekindle this kind of passion, this love for going to the same events when the kids have got older, of course. But do ladies find bikers attractive? Well, yes, some will, of course, but there's definitely some that won't. If you like what I do here, keep on watching the videos. Don't forget you go to the website RevelatorAlf.com for all the motorcycle books, merchandise, and t-shirts that I got there as well. And with that, I'll catch you again in another video coming very soon. Bye now.